Your world is crumbling. The job you poured your soul into vanishes overnight. Relationships shatter like fragile glass. Health falters. Dreams dissolve into dust. Chaos engulfs you, and panic claws at your chest. You're drowning in fear, anger, despair. But what if, in that exact moment of utter collapse, you could smile? Not a forced grin, but a genuine, serene one that rises from deep within. Why do ancient Eastern masters, Zen monks, Taoist sages, samurai facing death smile when everything falls apart? What forbidden wisdom do they hold that turns catastrophe into quiet victory? If you've ever wondered why your suffering feels endless while others seem untouched, stay with me. This isn't just philosophy, it's the hidden key to unbreakable peace. And it might terrify you at first, because it demands you question everything you think you are. But here's the promise. By the end of this video, you'll grasp a radical transformation that reshapes your entire existence. No more being a victim of life's storms. Instead, you'll cultivate an inner fortress so profound that loss becomes liberation, pain turns to power, and every breakdown reveals your true, unshakable self. This isn't about quick fixes or positive thinking hacks. It's a complete rewiring of your mind, drawn from centuries of Eastern psychology and philosophy. You'll walk away not just inspired, but fundamentally altered, able to face any apocalypse with a smile that says, "I've been waiting for this." Imagine waking up tomorrow not dreading the unknown, but embracing it as your greatest teacher. That's the shift awaiting you. Are you ready to claim it? Let me take you back to ancient Japan during the chaotic Sengoku period, where warlords clashed and empires rose and fell like autumn leaves. There was a Zen master named Takuan Soho, advisor to the legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi. Takuan wasn't born into peace. He lived in an era of endless bloodshed. One fateful day, as rival clans ravaged his monastery, flames licked the wooden halls, disciples fled in terror, and invaders closed in with blades drawn. Takuan's world, his home, his teachings, his very life was disintegrating. Yet, as the abbot stood amid the inferno, witnesses recounted a peculiar sight, a soft, knowing smile on his face. Not defiance, not madness, but pure equanimity. He didn't fight or flee. He simply observed the flames dance, the swords gleam, as if watching a fleeting dream. When captured and interrogated by the warlord, Takuan calmly explained, "All things arise and pass. Why cling to what was never yours?" The warlord, struck by this unyielding calm, spared him and even sought his counsel. Takuan's smile wasn't ignorance, it was mastery. He had uncovered a truth that transcended the turmoil. A truth rooted in the depths of Eastern thought, where the mind's illusions are pierced and the soul emerges unscathed. This story isn't myth, it's documented in historical texts like the Takuan Muso, a testament to how one man's inner world defied external hell. So, how do we mere mortals achieve this calm? Let's break it down into a clear, actionable framework, the 4 pillars of smiling through collapse, drawn from Zen, Taoism, and modern psychology's insights into cognitive resilience. First pillar, impermanence, or anicca in Buddhism. Everything, joy, sorrow, success, failure, is transient, like clouds drifting across the sky. Train your mind to see this not as loss, but as the natural flow. Second pillar, non-attachment, or aparigraha. We suffer because we grasp at illusions, identifying with our roles, possessions, relationships as me. Release the grip, and freedom follows. Third pillar, mindfulness, or sati. Anchor in the present moment, observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, as a witness rather than a participant. Fourth pillar, compassionate acceptance, or karuna. Extend kindness to your pain, viewing it as a teacher sculpting your wisdom. This isn't a checklist, it's an interconnected system. Start with daily meditation. Sit for 10 minutes, label arising thoughts as passing, and watch attachments dissolve. Integrate it with psychological tools like cognitive reframing. Question, is this permanent when crisis hits? Masters like Takuan didn't invent this, they lived it, blending Eastern philosophy with the raw psychology of human endurance. Apply this framework, and your mind becomes a dojo where chaos hones your spirit. But mastery isn't gentle, it escalates. Begin with minor disruptions. Traffic jams that once ignited rage now become practice grounds for impermanence. This too shall pass, you whisper, smiling at the absurdity. Then level up to emotional blows, betrayals that shred your heart. Here, non-attachment kicks in. Feel the pain fully, but don't own it as your identity. It's a wave crashing, not the ocean itself. Push further into financial ruin or health crises, where mindfulness keeps you grounded amid the storm. Observe the fear rising like a spectator at a theater, unattached to the plot. The real test? Catastrophic loss, death of loved ones, complete life upheaval. This is where compassionate acceptance transforms agony into alchemy. Masters warn, the path intensifies because true growth demands facing the abyss. You'll falter, regress, question everything. Doubt will scream, "This is impossible." Yet each escalation strips away illusions, building resilience like forging steel in fire. Psychology backs this. Studies on post-traumatic growth show that deepest suffering, when met with these pillars, yields profound strength. But beware, this journey isn't linear. It's a spiral of increasing intensity, where smiling through small falls prepares you for the grand collapse. And here's the pinnacle. This isn't about building habits, it's an identity shift. You stop seeing yourself as the fragile ego battered by fate. Instead, you awaken as the eternal observer, the vast consciousness beyond form, untouched by the world's whirlwinds. In Eastern terms, you're not the wave, you're the ocean. Psychology calls this self-transcendence, where the small I dissolves into boundless awareness. Takuan embodied this. He smiled because he was no longer Takuan the monk clinging to his monastery. He was pure presence, smiling at the play of existence. Feel it now. Close your eyes, breathe, and sense the space around your thoughts. That's you, the real you. This shift hits like lightning. Suddenly, falls aren't failures, they're illusions dissolving. You're not transforming into something new, you're remembering who you've always been, unbreakable, infinite. When everything falls apart, you smile, because nothing truly falls. You remain. Now let this truth stir your soul. If this video resonated, if it cracked open a hidden chamber in your heart, don't keep it locked away.
Share it with someone drowning in their own chaos, your friend facing heartbreak, your family in turmoil. Comment below. What collapse made you smile? Let's build a community of awakened souls, turning collective pain into shared enlightenment. Subscribe to Mind Supremacy Codex for more unveilings of these ancient secrets, and hit the bell. Your next transformation awaits. Remember, the masters smile not despite the fall, but because of it. Go forth, embrace the crumble, and smile. Your true self is calling.